Now, there are WA dogs that are up for awards. Okay. There are some finalists that have been announced. So the most prized poochers, and a lot of them are absolutely magnificent dogs that work so hard because they do specific tasks. But there's also then the most pampered pooch.
Jeez, that's a big list, I reckon. Do you reckon dogs are getting more pampered? I reckon there's more pampered poochers out there than there's ever been.
Yeah, well, I want to find Perth's most pampered pooch because there are plenty of dog owners. We've spoken about dogs on this program before. Richard Pace is my good friend. He owns Nutrimate. They do commercially spend some money here. So, Richard, I hope you're listening, mate. I'm going to give away some of your dog food, which you can get in IGA and Farmer Jacks and all those sorts of places. Yeah. 133 882. How do you pamper your pooch? I want to find the most pampered pooch in Perth.
It's good business in pooches at the moment, I reckon. There's nail salons for dogs, where they can get a bit of a tidy up, a shampoo, a wash, a blow dry, Carl. All things I can't get these days. The food as well. So
you can shampoo your beard?
Yeah, I don't mind just growing it out and getting down to the barber just to feel special. But my dog gets pampered with the food. I cook his food every night, Carl, from scratch. He gets a little specialty. I do. Yeah, Hank gets looked after. So I've got a bit of a pampered pooch.
If my dog could talk, it would certainly tell you that I don't look after it. And it's on Weight Watchers at the moment.
Yeah, right. Well, Hank still loves my wife more than me, but let's find a couple. 133 882. News time.
Until 9, this is Breakfast with Carl Langdon and Jamie Burnett.
Well, one thing I've worked out is that we've all got really good dog stories. Some of them haven't been about pampering during the news, but we want to hear your pampered pooch stories. Who has got the very best pampered pooch story? I have been able to second some beautiful Nutrimate dog food for your furry one, and good for their bones and their nice shiny coat and all of the things that you want to give your pooch. So 133 882 if you have a pampered pooch. And what do you do for your dog? What sort of things? Like, do you get the big dog wash to come around to your house? I see that dog wash organisation everywhere.
Yeah, it's not bad business, I reckon, going around washing a few doggos. Hank got banned from that because he doesn't like the water, and he's such a nugget. He's an Aussie. He's an Aussie bulldog, and he does what he wants. Hank.
I want to meet him. I want to meet him. He sounds like a really good guy.
Just stand back in case he likes you. He's very friendly, Carl. But he got banned from the dog wash because he was just trying to escape too hard and nearly tipped that cart over onto its side. But I wouldn't mind finding a few pampered pooches today, 133 882.
So 6 of West Australia's most prized pooches are putting their best paws forward in order to take out the title of People to People Recruitment's 2024 Oz Top Dog Awards. And there's some magnificent nominations here. There's a cavoodle from Mandurah, which is a 2-year-old cavoodle, which has been nominated. It's a fur child prodigy of Mr. Damien Gordon and Mrs. Gordon, the owners of West Australian law firm DFG Legal, as a direct result of his parents, said cavoodle eats blue cheese and pate, lives in an apartment high-rise and visits us plebs in the office when he graciously finds the time to fit us into his busy lifestyle. Somewhere between sunbathing on a rocking chair and on the balcony and sleeping on 1,000-count Egyptian cotton sheets in a human bed. Can you imagine that?
It's better than what I got at home, I reckon.
Better than what I've got too.
Not too bad. Hey, Samantha doesn't quite have a pampered pooch, but she's going to dob someone in. Morning, Samantha.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Oh, so you nominated Stanley, did you? Apologies.
Oh.
That's correct, yes.
Is that how it works? Right, cool.
Yes.
Well, so can you tell us about this dog then? Because I really want to know more.
Sure, definitely. So our little Stanley, he is actually Damien and Chris's little pooch, but he is our office dog as well. And he visits us and he runs the show. So he is much loved by our clients. He's there. He's up on the lounges. He's in the kitchen. If you're making a cup of tea, he's there wanting a biscuit. He's very much loved by the firm.
Okay, so he's a pampered pooch, but does he just create a nice calmness to the office? Does he give plenty back, do you reckon, Samantha?
Absolutely, and his personality is just incredible. He is so placid, so quiet, but so loving. He'll jump up next to the clients on the lounge. He'll jump up on the chair next to them in the office if they're in a meeting. He just brings such a lovely aura to the office.
Yeah, all right. Was there any? What was the reaction when you nominated Stanley? Was everyone pretty happy for him to be nominated, or did it raise a few eyebrows in the office, Samantha?
So I was scrolling on LinkedIn one afternoon and I saw People to People's Oz Top Dog competition. I hadn't seen it before and I thought, I'll do that this afternoon. I've got one of those. We've got a top office dog right here. So I nominated him and hadn't told anybody. And then that was that. And then he became a finalist.
and Sam, how did you get the dog onto the blue cheese and the pate? Can you tell me that story, please?
So that is, I'm not taking responsibility for that. That's definitely Damien and Chris that have made him such a little spoiled pooch. And now he is up at my desk while I'm having lunch, eating Vietnamese chicken curry soup. His palate is crazy for a little dog.
All right. Well, he sounds like a very pampered pooch. Thanks for taking our call, Sam.
Not a problem at all. Thank you.
So Samantha, the Business Development Officer at DFG Legal. Sounds like a very pampered pooch, a very lucky pooch.
Geez, I might trade jobs with that pooch. Sounds like it's a pretty good life over there.
Yeah,
Not too bad, is it?
If you have a pampered pooch, 133 882. This man's just walked into the studio.
The switch to mornings is coming. Here's a taste, thanks to Clean Heat.
Do you have a pampered pooch at home?
I have a pampered pooch, but I'd draw the
What's the
line
best-
at blue vein cheese and pate.
What's the
Won't
next
probably
level?
help it too much, I don't think.
What's the best thing that you've ever done for your dog?
Just giving it a home.
Jeez.
Well,
Inside? Inside goes?
Was it a homeless? Oh, it was a homeless dog,
We
was it?
adopted
Yeah,
her.
okay. Oh, that's nice.
okay.
A lot
She
of
was
people do
3.
that.
She's 14 and a half now.
Oh, nice.
She's pretty well, she's deaf. She's getting close to blind. She's a red cloud Kelpie.
Oh, yeah.
It's sad to watch it happen because it happens so quick that they go from this unbelievably responsive, alert dog that can sort of walk on the heel with a click of her fingers, and then all of a sudden they can't hear me at the park and they get all disorientated. She gets like, where has he gone? It's weird. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. There's lots of breaking news around, guys. It's all happening while you guys have been on air. The CFMEU in WA will be put into administration.
Wow.
So the debate at this stage has been that the East Coast CFMEU branches were in trouble. Now there's been an announcement by the Attorney General federally that they'll all be placed into administration. I'll have the Premier on after 9:30 to discuss how that would work at a state level. So we'll have all the developments on the CFMEU. So all those people that are members of the CFMEU, that is big news for you this morning. You're not immune from what's happened on the East Coast. We're also going to talk about the Prime Minister has not apologised in one way, shape or form in relation to his joke about live export. He's actually said it's all confected outrage by people. Now, does that include our Premier?
Well,
Yeah.
I
you can ask
Roger
him.
Cook.
You
I
can
was
ask him.
wondering that this morning when we, saw late yesterday the line from Roger Cook having a go back at the.
Saying you should apologise.
Yeah,
for
was
his
there a
statement.
little call to him just around that going, hey, mate, I've got to do this for
I don't
my
know.
constituents
I don't
down
know
here?
about that. But anyway, we'll ask the Premier whether he agrees that it's confected outrage. And we got Basil Zemplis in the studio. We've got the Friday free-for-all. We got lots, and I've got lots to do before we even start.
See you guys. Good
All
on
right, plenty happening. Morning's not too far away.
you. Terry's there, I think.
Oh, yeah, let's go to Terry talking pampered pooches. Hey, Terry.
Morning, guys. How you going?
Good.
I've got a miniature dash hound that doesn't realise she's a dog anymore. She's too humanised. She'll go to the pantry. You'd be sitting in the lounge. You'd go to the pantry, and next thing you hear a whine. She demands a treat out of there. Of a daytime, she's always up on the lounge, laying there with the missus. Very rarely goes outside. And of a night time, at 8 o'clock, she demands to be in bed. And she goes up to our bed, jumps in the bed, and waits for us to come to bed. Take her out about 8 o'clock. Sorry?
No, it's all right. Dog in the bed, Terry. I mean,
Yeah.
Is that
she,
one
She
you-
sleeps with us, mate. Has done ever since she was a puppy.
right. So there was you didn't want to boot her out. You're pretty happy for her to be there?
Oh, I love her there, mate. She keeps me warm.
You go.
Well, you're not cuddling the other half anymore, Tez. Oh, sorry, too much information.
Oh, mate, we've got the dog between us. The dog's more cuddly.
That dog's more cuddly.
Even get a kiss off the dog.
Oh,
now, too.
Terry,
Yes, there
Terry.
you go. I've got something to look forward
I know
to,
who
Carl.
won't be sleeping in the bed tonight if you keep going down that path. We better clear a break. We want to find out about your pampered pooch. Okay, so if you do have a pampered pooch, we'd love to hear your story. We will find some dog dog food from Nutrimate for you. So 133882 is the number.
All right, that coming up. It's 9:15.